The next question is actually two pertaining to salah. So the first one, a surgeon may remain working, and he put in quotation marks, scrubbing, in the operation room for more than 6 hours, sometimes 10 hours continuously. This makes him miss some prayers. Is it okay to make the prayers together after finishing operation? If okay, what's the limit of gathering the prayers? Dhuhr plus Asr, or only Maghrib plus Isha, or all of them? Or can you gather all of them together if necessary?
So from the things that you can make jam'a bayna salatain, between two salawat, is going to be things like traveling, for example, Maghrib and Isha when there is rain, hardships like sickness and so on. But the hadith of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu in al-Bukhari, where he says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he combined between salawat and Medina, and it was not raining and we were not travelers and stuff. So when he was asked about this, he said, why? He said, because he did not want a hardship on the ummah. And I'm summarizing from the hadith. So that tells you that due to extreme hardship and necessity, at times you can combine the prayers. You will not shorten them. It's not qasr, it's jam'a. So you're not going to make 2 and 2. But you could make Dhuhr, Asr together and Maghrib, Isha together due to certain necessities. And the Hanabila, for example, they discuss this in detail about like a person who's cooking bread and the bread's going to burn and they're not able to then make the rizq and so on. So looking at that, if you look at this hadith, this situation, if there is a surgeon who is performing some kind of life-saving surgery, I'm assuming they're not doing like a nose job or something. So if it's really a necessary thing, then they could occasionally, out of necessity, pray Dhuhr, Asr together in the time of Dhuhr or in the time of Asr. Meaning that if they know they're going to be for the next 6 hours in surgery and Dhuhr has already entered, they can pray Dhuhr and Asr and then go with that niyyah into the surgery. Or if they know for sure that this is situation they know. If they don't know and they realize once they're in the surgery before the time of Asr is in, they can make the niyyah to make jam'a out of necessity. Again, I'm saying this hesitantly because then people are going to abuse this, right? It doesn't mean because I'm really into my report writing that I'm going to delay the salawat. No, we're talking about extreme hardships and things. So in that, they can make the niyyah to join Dhuhr with Asr, and then that niyyah has to be made before the time of Asr comes in, as Ibn Qudama points out in Al-Mughni. So you could combine those, right? Maghrib, Isha as well. Again, we're not going to shorten, just combine. These are the guidelines, right? You cannot combine all salawat together. This is not something you can do. You cannot be like, you know what, I'm going to go and perform surgery for the next 20 hours and then I'm going to make 5 salawat together. I don't know what kind of surgery you can do that in 20 hours in anyway, right? So those things you cannot do. You cannot combine Fajr and Dhuhr, or Asr and Maghrib, or Isha and Fajr. You cannot combine anything with Jum'ah, by the way. Even if you're traveling, you're not supposed to combine Jum'ah and Asr. And you can look at the Fatawa Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin and Sharh al-Mumti and so on for details. But anyway, so if you do have a certain situation and it's not regular, like again, we don't want to be like every week I have a busy schedule, so I'm just going to combine Dhuhr, Asr every week. No. Regularly, as we see from the Quran and Sahih Hadith, all the salawat have to be praying within the time limit that's given, right? But in certain extreme situations, out of necessity, in the example that's given, and I'm going to answer on the examples that are given, right? If that surgeon is doing some kind of heart transplant and they know that they're going to be 6 hours in, they can combine Dhuhr, Asr or Maghrib, Isha without shortening the salawat.